It's Zack Childress here, and I got a big question for you today. The question today is are you getting the money out of real estate? Are you getting the money out of real estate that you need to be getting out of real estate? So that's our big question today. So come on board, guys. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're at. Give me all that good stuff. We're going to get started in just a minute. I got lots to talk to you about today. Yes, that wake you up? Good. I got things to talk to you about today. I got some exciting stuff to talk about today. If you're looking at the board, that's what we're talking about. 3 types of real estate income. And are you maximizing those 3 types of income? And why not? Maybe you just don't have the right help. Well, we're going to talk about all that, right? We're going to talk about why you're not maximizing the income. We're going to talk about the 3 incomes. We're going to talk about what you need to do, right? We're going to talk about all that stuff for you today. So I'm excited to have you guys on the show today. So like you know me. Come on board. Tell me hi. Tell me where you're from. Come on board. Come on board. I like to know where everybody's coming in from. We got people from all over the place. You guys did good yesterday. We got up to like 130 comments. That's interaction. That's what I like. So I like the interaction. Somebody told me the other day that most people don't even get on the live stream until after about 10 minutes of being on here. So that's kind of interesting, right? That most people don't even jump onto the training until it's been on for 10 minutes already. So what am I supposed to do for 10 minutes? Just sit here?
You can sit there and look pretty.
What am I supposed to do for 10 minutes? I have no idea. I mean, I want to talk. I want to teach. I want to get things going, right? I want everybody to get in the groove with me, get in the stream. So I think it's important. I'm actually, in the next, I don't know, couple of weeks, I'm going to introduce you guys to somebody. He's my cousin. I'm going to introduce you to my cousin. I got something, little secret for you. I'm going to introduce you guys to my cousin. His name's Jim Bob Jr. Jim Bob Jr. I'm going to introduce you guys to. So that should be interesting. You guys are going to get to meet my cousin. He's having a hard time with real estate. He's listening to all the wrong people. And I'm going to introduce him to you guys. Jim Bob Jr. So you guys will have a kick with him. So that'll be interesting. So anyways, welcome. Come on board. Come on board. Tell me where you're from. Tell me why you're here. I want to know why you're here. Why are you here? You might say, well, I just stumbled across your page. That's fine. Tell us. You might say, I'm here for X, Y, and Z. Ask me questions. I want to know what you need help with. I love all the thumbs ups and the hearts. Man, you guys are the best with that. I love that. I love that. You know what I love more than anything? Is when you share my message. When you get my message out there, you share it with others. That's huge. You know why? It tells me you're confident in your own journey enough to share what you're learning with others. That's powerful right there. I like those confident people. I like the ones that share the message. You're in the stream with me. You're making it happen, okay? You're making it happen. So come on board. Come on. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me what you want to learn. I do have something I'm going to work with you on today called 3 types of real estate income. We're going to talk about all 3 of these, and we're going to talk about the different ways to use real estate for them, and we're going to talk about how you should move through those. And the reality is some of you aren't maximizing your capability to be doing passive or portfolio. So come on board. Hey, my name's Zack Childress. I am your real estate coach. Why? Because I'm the real deal. That's why I'm out there making it happen. I'm doing deals. I was just trying to get an auction deal done this morning before I jumped on here with you. I'm always active in this. Jill's bringing me apartment deals we're talking about. So if you guys don't know Jill, say hi to the lovely Jill.
I'm not going to say it.
She can talk, I promise. She can talk.
I like to talk through my expressions.
My expressions. Well, I think I talk through my hands and my expressions and my mouth. I talk through everything. Listen, if my feet could move up here, I'd be talking with my feet too. So that's important to know. Hey, listen, welcome to the show. Today's real estate talk show is all about digging deeper into your money, man. You got to dig deep into your money. Why? Because most of you have no understanding of money in the first place. Most of you don't know how to make it, much less how to keep it, much less how to invest it. That's the biggest problem with our financial literacy in today's market is most people think, oh, I got to go make money and I need to save it and not spend it. That's the number one misconception that people have right now is they're like, man, I'm going to go work and I'm going to save my money because one day I'm going to retire. Well, the problem with that is one day ain't going to come, and I promise you as much as you can save ain't going to be enough to get you to retirement because you're out here what? Earning money, and you're not passively investing to build to a portfolio. That, my friend, is how you get to the level of playing on your own time with your own money. Now, do we all have to earn? Of course we have to earn so that we can start getting passive. But then we got to get to portfolio money, man. That's what we have to do. So listen, this is Zack Childress, your real estate coach. Come on board. Join us today. I'd like to know one important question from everyone today. Give me one question that's been just on your mind. Like, what is that question? What do you need the most help with, okay? That would be very important. What do you need the most help with?
Christy, actually, she says that she wants you to talk about lease options.
Lease options, man. Are we talking about lease options on one of our things? Oh, no, we're talking about straight option. Yes, let me make a note of that. If I got some time, I will talk about lease option. Lease option is actually a passive strategy, and we'll talk about that, Christy. So... well, come on board, guys. I love that you guys are coming on. I love you guys are coming on. This is awesome. So, what?
So that apartment building?
Yes.
It is anywhere between $375 a door to $450.
$375 to $450 a door. He wants too much money then. Mm-hmm. He wants too much money. So if he's getting $375 a door, so let's just say that he's getting an average of $400 a door. Those things need to be closer to $25,000. So the offer needs to be $375 to $400,000 on that.
Yeah, and he's at $450.
He came down?
No.
Oh, I thought he was at $495.
Well, that one might be wrong. Let me double check because.
So here's the thing. We got a guy trying to sell me an apartment complex right now.
No, no, that's the one.
And he wants $495 for a building that's collecting $350 to $425 in rents. It's not going to work. I mean, the deal won't work at that rate, because basically that's $30,000 a unit, and you guys understand my threshold, right? The threshold is, if you're going to pay $30,000 a unit, you need to be getting $450 to $500 a door to make that deal work out at the portfolio of passive income that I'm trying to achieve at my rate of return. So if he's only getting $400, then I need to be picking those units up for $20,000 to $25,000 a door. And we don't even know all the expenses yet. We're just creating a front-end approach on it. So it's important. So
he's motivated.
I like that he's motivated.
Yeah, he said he's out of town and he's needing to 1031 into a property there in Kentucky. Motivated to sell, but only serious offers.
Okay, well maybe he's motivated enough to give me a discount. Love motivation, especially 1031s. You know why? Because they have a very short window to get that money out of that property, identified to another property, and get it exchanged. He will make more on paying less taxes from selling that property and then putting the money into another property, because when he 1031s it, he doesn't have to worry about those tax issues. So, love it. All right, guys, look, this is your real estate coach. This is Zack Childress. What are we doing? We're digging deeper into your money. I know you can't see it's all white, but that's what it says. We're digging deeper into your money today. Into your money with real estate. Listen, if you're just coming on board, you need to be telling me where you're from. You need to tell me who you are and where you're from. If it's your first time on here, you need to tell me it's your first time on here. We got lots of people on here. We got lots going on today. We've already had 156 people come on board. So that's pretty exciting. They don't always stay, but at least they popped in. It's like sticking your head in the door to a training and saying, "Oh, I'll come back to you," right?
Aw, Solid L. She said, had my last call with my mentor, AC, but I'm so grateful that doesn't stop our fellowship. Love this community.
Oh, Solid L, we love you, girl. That's why I do this, right? That's why I do this. I do this for you guys. I don't know about you guys, right? And I hear you guys are coming to the Dallas event and you got a golden ticket. That's good. I saw that. Here's the reality. I got one golden ticket left, and I don't even know if I have that. We had somebody that called in and wanted us to hold it for him. He's trying to get his money right to be able to buy the golden ticket, but he hasn't bought it yet. So I do have one golden ticket left, and I've got 2 silver tickets left. And you guys ready for this? I only have 5 general admission tickets left. How about that? That's a beautiful thing right there. We're going to sell out another event. I love that about my students. They know that this is where they need to be, and it's where? Dallas, Texas, November 10th through the 12th. I only have 5 general admission tickets left. That's all I got. November 10th through the 12th. You need to make it happen, guys. You need to get on board with it. So listen up to me. This is your day to dig deeper. It is Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone with your coach, Zack Childress here. And I want to talk to you guys about the 3 types of real estate income that you need to be focused on inside your real estate business, okay? And some of them have growth process, some of them have retirement process, and some of them have a straight-lined approach just to create income. And that's really important because a lot of times most people, they get started, they have no clue what they're supposed to do. They've been so clustered with information and so confused on where to start and what to do next, and they got too much information coming at them at once that they don't do anything. It's a paralysis of analysis, right? It's that overthinking and doing nothing. It's that educating yourself for the next 3 years and never creating an action plan. It's that I'm gonna go do this alone and not get help and never do anything. It's that whole process of just not knowing. And what is that from? That's from, you can get all the education in the world, but if you don't have somebody that knows where you want to go and allows to develop a plan, it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, I owe all my success to the coaches in my life. I got coaches now. There's a video on here with my health coach on Facebook right now where me and him are sitting in my backyard talking, and we're talking about being in the vibration and being ready and the state of mind. We're talking about all that stuff. And you know, and the beauty is a lot of times in life we think we're ready, but do you understand that 73% of you right now who think you're ready aren't ready to make a decision? 73% of the people who know this is what they need to do still won't make a decision. They won't make a decision. Why? Because they're just not committed. They start to think about things like, oh man, it's going to cost me money to fly out to Dallas. Oh, it's going to cost me money to hire a coach. Oh, it's going to cost me money. Instead of thinking about what can I gain from this? What's the return on this? What's the power of the training I'm going to receive? How is it going to teach me to build my 3 tiers of income? How is it going to guide me through a process to build a better me and to build a better business? You're not thinking about the back end revenue that comes from the front end expense. That is the reality. You've got to think about the back end revenue off of front end expenses that you're creating that's going to make an impact in your life. It comes together like an atom. It's like boom, right? When you're in the right mindset and you're focused on the outcome instead of what you're doing right now and how that's not normal in your life and why would I spend money to fly and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's why you're stuck, man. That's why you're not going anywhere, because you're still thinking in the wrong way. You're still thinking in the day-to-day process of your life that's not gaining momentum, building you forward to get the training, the education, the support that you need to make this business work. It's just the reality, okay? And here's the other reality of this. There's a lot of people that actually get started in real estate and they get going, and they're in the rhythm, and they're actually making items and making strategies and making plans to grow and grow their business, and then they freeze. They freeze because in their mind, they're expecting immediate results. They're expecting to have results right now. And that is it's a stigma in your life. You see, business takes time. Real estate takes time. The whole purpose of getting started is to build the momentum. So as that momentum starts to build, you start to develop and unfold the different income streams. And sometimes that takes time. You know, if you was to say, well, Zach, I need to do a deal right now, well, I'd say to you very simply, we'll start dialing 20 to 30 people a day and don't stop. Do not stop. Just call, and do not stop dialing. If you need a deal that bad, then that's exactly what you need to do. You need to dial until you get that deal as fast as possible. The downside to that is if you don't have the right support or the right training to help guide you through that process, once you do that, then the outcome could be disastrous. Because you're moving too fast. And when you start moving fast and you start making moves quick, the problem is you're moving so fast that you're not paying attention to the details, and that's where you burn and crash. That's why if you got a coach, you got to listen to your coach. Look, the coach's job is to build you two things: a process to make money and a process to keep you safe. And sometimes when you want to get in a hurry, you don't focus on what the ultimate outcome is with your coach. And so you're trying to change the process of building a successful business. And that, my friend, is where you've got to just take a breath and slow down and realize you're not chasing the money. You're chasing the business, right? When you stop chasing the money and you start developing the business, the money is going to come naturally. It's the natural opposite of building your business. When you build your business, it creates money. When you chase money, you don't build your business. And so therefore, you're always living where? You're always living right here. This is where you will stay forever. You will stay there forever. And it's the earned income process. If you only chase money, and you only chase the deal, and you only chase the need or desire to pay your bills, you will stay right here forever. And the problem with that is it's earned, which means you have to put the work in to make that money. Now, I'm not saying that a lot of you don't have to start here. But this is where people get stuck because they're constantly thinking about, oh, I got to pay my bills, or oh, I got to get my money back. Oh, I need to make this. Oh, I need to, $5,000. You're focused on, I need to make some money now instead of building a business model. Yes, Jill.
Can you tap your mic? Justin said, can you ask him to tap his mic?
Is that what I needed to do?
He said that got it.
Oh, okay. All right, so I need you guys understanding with me. Earned income. What are all the different ways? You guys talk to me. I want to hear from you. You guys are being quiet right now. Talk to me about earned income. What are some ways? I want to hear your comments. Type out some ways that you could earn income right now. Type some stuff out. Like what do you perceived earned income to be? What is something that you could do right now to earn income? What's something that you could do next week to earn income? So engage with me. Talk to me here, people. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Earned income. Talk to me. Talk to me. What are some things? I want to hear from all of you. I want to know from all of you.
Christy, she says J-O-B.
I know, that's so vague though. That's so broad. I want to know what can you do? What can you do? Like, don't tell me a job. Like,
I could cut grass.
Cut grass. That's an earned income. You guys talk to me. What's some other things that can earn income? And be specific to you. What are your skill sets? What is it that you could do to earn income?
Carly says wholesaling.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an earned income model.
Toby says dial for dollars.
You could dial. That's earned income. Yep, like working on a call center, working on a sales floor, working as the salesperson for your real estate business. Yep, those are earned income.
Christy says be a nurse.
That's right. Nursing is earned income. That's right. Absolutely. What else you guys got? What else you got? Where's all my new people? I want to talk to you too. Don't be silent out there. Talk to me.
Kim's being silent. She's here. She said hello to us earlier, but she's not saying.
Kim is?
Yep, Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Solidell's being quiet too.
Oh my goodness. Everybody being quiet on here. I'm going to have to get on you guys. I'm going to have to get on you guys. Factory worker. Yes, that is an earned income position. Coaching. That is an earned income position. Yeah, all you guys are dialing it in.
McDonald's.
So, McDonald's is earned income. Earned income is not just in your personal life, but it also is in real estate. Okay, I'm in sales. Eat it, breathe it, sleep it. I'm with you there, Toby. So whoever makes the most comments today, I'm going to give you guys a very special gift. Whoever makes the most comments today, I'm going to give you a very special gift. So I want your engagement. You'll be surprised at what I'm going to give you at the end. Orville says, info please. Well, earned income. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the first income stream in your real estate business, Orville. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is when you're building your real estate business, you need to identify that you're not leaving one type of earned income for another type of earned income, okay? So what does that mean? That means if I'm out here, I'm a factory worker, I'm a nurse, I'm a sales representative, I'm a factory, I already said factory worker, what was the other ones? I'm a dialing for dollars, I got a job, I mean, you name it. I work at McDonald's. I go to work at the gas station. Anything like that. That's earned income. So when you move into the real estate space, a lot of you have to move into the earned income position. And earned income in real estate is like wholesaling or fix and flips if you're doing the work yourself. Okay? So let's identify that. So that is a tier 1 in real estate and a tier 3. Okay? Those are earned income positions, which means you're moving in. Yes, John nailed it there. Fix and flip. You got it, John. A lot of people don't understand that, but that's all earned income, okay? Which means that I am now replacing one job with another job. And so a lot of times what happens is we get stuck there. We get stuck here. Let me explain why we get stuck here, because we're so accustomed to thinking like an earned income person that when we move into real estate, that is our natural tendencies to think, I got to go do this work and I got to get paid. I got to go do this work and I got to get paid. The problem with that is that's because you're chasing money. You're chasing money, right? You're chasing the idea that if I put work in, I get paid. If I put work in, I get paid. So this is why people get stuck here, okay? And this is a huge problem with earned income, is that if you want to get out of the earned income mindset, you have to start thinking a little bit different, and you have to start saying, look, I don't want to chase the money. I want to build the business. I might have to do some earned income activities to create some revenue to put back into the business so that the business will grow on its own. And when you start to grow your business, you start to move into passive income. So how does that unfold? Well, I'm interacting with you today. Guys, give me some ideas of passive income in your mind. Passive income through your real estate business. And I'm going to tell you if you're right or if you're wrong. Christy said, thanks, Zach. I had not thought of it that way. That's right. That's it. You know, we're stuck in a mindset of I got to earn my living because I have to pay bills. I got to go to work to earn a living to pay bills. So when we move to real estate, we treat it the same way. I got to go to work to earn my money so that I can pay bills instead of I need to focus on building my business. So
Solidell, she says tier 1 is such a great way to start off.
It is. But don't get stuck there.
Christy says landlord.
That's right, Christine. Rentals.
John says creative finance.
That's right. You got it. So passive income, now this is going to confuse some of you right now. Passive income is actually a tier 2, a tier 3, and a tier 4. What you talking about, Zach? You just told me tier 3 was an earned income, right? It is, until you build a model for it and you get a contractor on your team and you get an agent on your team and you build your team so they're doing the work and all you're doing is making sure things are being done. I'm not earning it anymore. You understand? I'm managing the team and I'm letting them do the work. You guys with me? Here's the other side. You realize tier 1 could be passive as you build a company and you start hiring people to come in and work under you to do what? To do the wholesaling. That's passive. You understand? That's when you're passive. That's when you're sitting back and you're running the business and you're spending time with people in the business. So we can turn an earned income into passive by putting the team together and managing the team. But also, John, you got it nailed, man. Creative financing. It's a passive stream to start when you don't have the money to go to the banks and buy rental properties. And this will help Christy. This goes back to lease options. I can go to an owner and ask for a long-term lease with an option to buy, and then I can turn around and I can put another lease together with a tenant buyer, and I can make the cash flow in the middle. I can make the cash flow in the middle. The beauty of a lease option is I get paid up front, I get paid during, and I get paid at the end. Okay, that's the beauty of that. It's a three-way paid system through a lease option. But it creates what? Passive income for me, doesn't it? Do I have to earn it? No. Do I have to manage the process? Of course. So here's where I want people to understand, and listen to me when I say this very, very clearly. People mistake passive income with portfolio income, right? They mistake it. They think, oh, because the word is passive, I don't have to do anything. That's not true. So landlording is a great cash flow strategy, and it is a passive income stream, but do you still have to do something? Yes, you got to manage the managers. You got to manage the managers, right? But am I creating income coming in while I sleep? Yes, but there's still work here, but it's not as much because I'm managing the process instead of doing the work myself. So here's the beauty. If I'm still earning some income and I'm building a passive portfolio or a passive income business model, I'm now maximizing my return types. You follow me? So then that takes me in tier 2, tier 3, or strategy 2 is creative, which then takes me to tier 4, which is the landlording that we're talking about. I can buy rental properties. I can go out and acquire rental properties, and the beauty of that is yeah, it's passive, but I still got to manage the managers, right? Same way with tier 2. I can control properties through some creative financing, and then I can sublease them out or rent them out or sandwich or lease option them out or anything, but I still got to manage the process. You with me? Tier 3, I can turn an earned income strategy of rehabbing into a passive income strategy by doing what? By building the team around that model so that I become more successful at stepping out of the equation. That's what I do. All of these are passive for me. They're all passive for me. I have people that run them. I have people that help me. I've built it all passive. So that's passive. The next one is portfolio, but we'll get to that in just a minute. If you guys like what I'm talking about and this is waking you up in some way, I want you to type in, I get it, 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 I get it. Type that in so I know you're with me. Give me some thumbs up. I'm all about that. Love the love, love the thumbs up. I really love the shares. When you guys share this message, you understand, people out there need to understand what earned, passive, and portfolio income is in real estate. They need to know. You need to tell them, okay? So if you're resonating with me right now and you're hearing this message, I want you to type, I get it, I get it, I get it. Because I need to make sure you guys are with me on this message today. You need to type that in. I'm going to step down in the basement, okay? Okay, I'm back.
So, Toby, she said herd money. When you were asking earlier about what different ways to do passive.
Nope, that's wrong, Toby. That's wrong. That's where the misconception is. Lending money out is not passive, and I'm going to talk about that next. So So guys, if you're getting it, right, and I'm looking to see who's getting it. Who's getting it? Are you getting it? I'm getting it. I've gotten it. I already know about financial literacy, but do you know about financial literacy?
Solidel.
I get it.
She says, you get to leverage your time with passive, correct?
You leverage time with passive. That's right. This is earned. This is time in for money out. This is time spent early to be paid over and over again, right? So I don't have to keep putting time in to make this money. But don't confuse passive with portfolio money.
Christy.
Who else is getting it?
Well, Christy, she says leveraging time by using other people in your team.
That's right. That's outsourcing, right? Outsourcing is a passive approach to earning money. I don't want to do it, so I outsource it, or I build a team so that they do the work and I get paid from the work they do, right? That's what landlording is all about.
Toby, she says, I get it. Christy says, I get it. Solidel says, I get it. John says, I get it times 3.
Times 3. I love that. That's good, John. I like you guys participating. I like that you guys participate. That's what's most important. There's people on here all the time that I wish if they would participate more in communication with me, then I would get to know them better, and I could actually start to really help them a little bit better. So I appreciate you guys that participate. There's a thing we say around the office. There's a big difference in participating and actively participating. And participation is hey, look, I showed up. Where's my trophy? Right? No, we don't give participation trophies. Actively participating is saying, hey, I showed up. I'm going to engage. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to maximize my time with you, and I want to keep growing my business. You understand? How many of you understand that one right there? Me. I'm an active participator. You will never see me go anywhere or watch anything where someone's giving value that I'm not participating. I'm asking questions. I'm saying, hey man, that's a great statement. I'm encouraging the person I'm listening to because I know what it's like to be on the other side of sharing. The more I realize, the more I encourage that person, the more I tell them they're doing a great job, the more I say, look, I got a question for you. Oh, I didn't think about that. The more I see that they give more value. So, that's huge on this end that you guys need to be actively participating in. So, all right, so let's do this. I see I got a lot of engagement going on. I appreciate all that. I want you guys to get clear on the difference, okay? And this is where a lot of people fell short, is they think passive is ultimate retirement. No, passive is building yourself in a way or in a... What, do we have any questions before I move on to the last part?
No, everybody is just, yes, I get it.
Okay, good. So portfolio investing is where you want to end up at, okay? Portfolio investing is really the key to financial literacy. And a lot of times we stop or we go short from passive. We think, oh, well, once I build passive, I'm done. No, that's not true, okay? Earned income is something that we help people all the time with our trainings, our live events, our coaching. But really inside coaching is where we start to get them to identify how do they build a passive income stream as fast as possible, because this is what allows us to help students retire, build that extra income, go on those vacations they want, whatever the case may be. This is the two models that we try to engage with students, because most times students only give us 6 months to work with them. But if we have a year to work with a student, then we start to identify the third stream of income with them and how that is how they get to retirement. Because here's why. We know what? Earned income is what? We have to do what?
Work. We
have to work for it. We don't get paid if we don't work. Hey, you too. Passive income is we're still working, but we're not working every day to make that money. We're putting in the processes to then start generating the income passively, but we still have to participate in the day-to-day activity of that outcome of that money. Maybe not every day, but we have to be involved in some way, shape, or form, whether it's managing the managers or managing our team. We move And there's a great book, if you guys have never read this, it's called The E-Myth. It's written by Michael Gerber, and it's talking about moving from the technician stage, which you could clarify this, is this being a technician stage, this being a managerial stage, and this being the entrepreneurial stage, right? And it's a great book. It talks about why most companies never make it and why they fail, because they can't get out of this. They can't get out of earning their living. And you have to move to passive, which is where you let go. You let other people start doing the work, and you become more management type in your operation, and you let management companies manage your properties, and you build cash flow. Portfolio money. This is when you start to say, I'm done. I'm out. I don't want to manage managers anymore. I don't want to manage people anymore. I've built enough to where now I can solely live off of how my money will work. Okay? So now that I've shared that with you, you guys heard that. Give me some ideas now on what you believe portfolio income is after I made that statement. Okay? Let's see what you guys got. Remember what I said. This is when I'm checking out. Not out of the business, but I'm checking out of managing managers, managing teams, earned income. I'm checking out of all that. I'm now going to utilize my money to make me money. So what are some ideas?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You got it now, Jill?
Yeah, I was looking at you thinking, are you talking about selling your portfolio? But no.
Much deeper than that.
Yes.
Much deeper than that.
Where I hope to be one day.
Well,
5 years.
You can all get there, I promise you. It just takes steps. Well, first thing it takes is understanding what it is, right? What is this? Most people think this is retirement. This isn't retirement. This is you're building your wealth right here, but this is retirement. You can build 500 units and you're still not retired because why? You got to manage the management. You got to manage the P&Ls. This is retirement. So, come on, where you at, guys? Talk to me.
Nobody's even guessing.
Nobody got a clue yet? You ain't got a clue yet? Come on. This is why I teach it. Most people don't understand it. So, all right, let me talk to you. So, portfolio is where I'm not managing anybody. You know what I'm doing? How many of you understand? I'm creating what?
Can I tell them?
Yes.
You are creating your lending money to other people so that they can build their passive income, and you can build your portfolio income.
That's right. I'm creating notes. I'm creating mortgages. So therefore, all I'm doing is I'm putting money out there and I'm securing my interest by documents that are secured by real estate, and I'm sitting back drawing money off of it, and I'm doing it in the best way possible is through a straight line note and mortgage, because here's why. Because I want to loan money out at this portfolio model at an amortized schedule. I want somebody to come to me and say, Zach, I want to buy that property over there for $40,000. And I'll say, great, I'll give you $40,000 at 7% interest over a 30-year term. And you got a 15-year buyout clause, which means that if I hold that note for 15 years, you ready for this? That $40,000 loan, because it's amortized, is a payback to me of about $120,000. Did that wake somebody up? Did that wake you up? That is when your money is making your money, guys. That is when you shift gears. That's when you become a portfolio investor. What do you own? I don't own anything but notes. What do you own? I own mortgages and notes. That's all I own. Why? Because if I can put those on amortization schedules, I can typically triple my money in 15 years. Triple. Do you understand that? So if I'm going out and loaning $100,000 on a property, I want to secure that with a mortgage or a note in some way that's amortized over 30 years, which keeps their payments low, but it's a balloon in 15, which means I can now triple my money in most cases. Just go back and look at your mortgage document. Look at the statement that says this is what you borrowed and this is what you'll end up paying back at the life of the loan. Look at that number. It's shocking, isn't it?
It's almost sickening.
It is shocking, but you know what? Einstein said it best. What is it? How many wonders in the world are there? 6, 8, 9? Well, anyways, he called it the last wonder of the world, amortization. Amortization was the last wonder of the world. And he said that because it's shocking what that amortization schedule can do for you and the idea of how it can increase your revenue and your income. So think about that. I build my passive. I'm managing people. I'm managing properties, right? Once I get to the point I want out, I take all that money and I just start using that money as leverage in the market to lend out. I lend it out. I could lend it out as a hard money lender, and I could charge 2 to 3 points for it up front. I could charge 15% interest annualized, right? Which really says to me, if they keep the loan for a year, I'm making 18, 19% on my money annualized, right? Without doing anything. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I ain't got to manage nobody. I just got to make sure they're making payments. If they don't, I got an attorney who forecloses and gets the property back. I sell it, make my money back plus more, right? That's a beauty. Private lending, you could do that. You're not going to make as much off of it, but you could do it. But then you get to the point to where you start going out and you say, hey, look, I will lend money to buy properties for long term. I'll lend money to buy properties for long term, and I'm going to amortize that. That's where the money's at. You follow me? So look, guys, do the math. Let's just do the math, okay? Let's say you spend the next 5 years. Let's say you spend the next 5 years, all right? You spend the next 5 years building up your passive portfolio to where you're buying rental properties, you're getting cash flow coming in, so it's paying for itself. But over 5 years, let's say, I don't know, let's say you buy 5 houses a year, okay? So 5 times 5 is what? 25 houses, right? Let's say you got 25 houses. Let's say in each one of those houses you bought them correctly. You paid, I don't know, 60 cents on the dollar, right? So they're a $100,000 house. You're buying them for 50 to 60. You roughly have $40,000 of equity in each house. 40 times 25 is what? $1,000,000 close? I think it's somewhere. It's going to be close to $1 million.
40 times 25,000?
40,000 times 25 houses should be close to $1 million, or it should be $1 million.
Yeah, it is $1 million.
$1 million. So now I sell out. In 5 years, I sell out. You with me? In 5 years, I sell out. I take $1 million and I put it in the marketplace on amortization schedules on a 15-year note, okay? So that means over the next 15 years, am I getting paid cash flow? Am I getting cash flow, guys? Yes, I am, right? Because it's a mortgage. They got to pay on this. If I'm charging 78% interest on that money, then I'm making that money every single month. I'm making cash flow every single month for 15 years. But here's the best part. In 15 years, if they pay that off, here's the beauty. I can typically get 3 times what I initially put out into the market based on an amortization schedule. I can take $1 million and turn it into $3 million over a 15-year process over an amortization schedule where I'm working off a portfolio of money. I'm working off portfolio. I'm not even in it anymore. They have to pay it off. It's in the schedule. In 15 years, the schedule is paid off. So over a 15-year process, I have it paid off, right? Here's the beauty. My interest on this loan is front-end loaded. So let's say on year 10, they want to come buy me out. Well, they've been paying interest for the first 7 to 8 years. So the loan value is still pretty much there, maybe 10 to 15% off the top number, which means I still get my $1 million back. If all these people came in on year 10 and said, hey, I want to pay off my loan, okay, that means I've gained $2 million in 10 years in interest, plus I'm going to get back probably $800,000 of that loan if they pay it off early. You understand what I'm saying? That's portfolioing. That's where you're taking your money and you're saying, how do I best use this money? Has nothing to do with staying in the game, guys. You don't have to be active. This is where I'm traveling the world, right? This is where I'm like, man, dude, I'm using my money, man. I'm making $3 million. You know, basically every year I'm making $1 million in interest off of $1 million investment. Plus, why? Because it's all the cash flow that's coming off that interest. That's what it's about. That's where you move to another level. That's where you get your game into retirement mode. It's not passive. Passive, you're still working. It's portfolio investment that gets you where you want to go. So, all right, if you guys are with me and you guys want a 15-year plan, let me hear you say, I want it. Just focus, 15-year plan. That's what I want. I want a 15-year plan to where I get to go travel the world. I need to make, I need to just get out here and start tripling my money every 15 years. So that's where it's at.
Toby, she says, wow, that's very clever. Solidel, she says, this is super eye-opening, motivational video.
Good.
Kimberly, she says, we want portfolio.
That's where it's at, guys.
Toby
That's where
says,
it's at.
I understand. Solid L said, cool. Who here wouldn't want portfolio? And Chrissy said, I want it.
Guys, that's what I'm talking about. It's about awakening where you need to go, right? It's about awakening what you need to do and what you need to create with an outcome. So I think that's what's most important, is understanding how that's going to look for you. So I think it's cool, man. You guys need to understand 3 income streams, right? We have earned, we have passive, and we have portfolio. You need to be thinking about what are you doing to get yourself to portfolio. Don't just focus on passive. Listen, passive's the first goal. You understand that? Well, some of you, the first goal is earned. Just doing your first deal. Just making a check, right? But you need to understand that that's one goal. Your second goal needs to be passive. How do I create enough money passively that I can now start to leave my job and start to really run my business? Because that's what passive investing does for you. It puts you in a form of retirement, but you're never retired, because why? You're now running your investment business. You understand? That's what passive is. So a lot of people stop there. So once you reach passive, you got to start focusing on, what's my goal for portfolio? How much do I need to create to be able to put into the market amortized at a higher rate, because you're amortizing loans to, buyers that can't get traditional loans through banks. How do I amortize that? What do I need to create the income that I want for my life, right? What do I want? What do I need? That's the goal, right? That's the strategy. So, hey, if you got any questions for me, let me know. I'm here. I want to answer your questions. I want to help you get there. I really want you guys to start thinking about what type of support you got in your life, and what do you need to help you build plans like this to keep you active. How do we get you into earned income if you've never done a deal before? But how do we make sure that we're building a plan for you that doesn't leave you there? How do we make sure that we're working with you on a weekly, a monthly basis, so that we move you from earned to passive as fast as possible? And from there, how do we make sure that we get the extra time, the 6 to 12 months of working with you, to take you from passive to portfolio money, so that you start to get the concept and identity of where you need to go and when you need to get there? So yes, that's my rant for today. What's it all about? We're digging deeper into your money. Here's the thing. You understand, most people are so worried about what they're spending instead of what they're making and how do they make more, that they never focus on how to make more money, because they're too busy focusing on their bills. Let me tell you something. I don't focus on my bills at all. You can ask my utility company. You can ask them. All I focus on is, income streams. How do I create more income streams? How do I create more income streams? But that's a little funny joke there.
It is funny.
All right, what else you got for me today, man? Almost 700 people have already watched this.
Solid L says, I understand. Toby says, I want it. And then she said, I want it.
I love it. I love it.
She says that is so, and Solid L, she says that is so true.
I love it.
I do, since we're talking about money, do you know one thing that I know people are afraid to actually make money? Have you ever thought about that?
Yes.
Because
they don't know what to do with it.
Well, they don't know what to do with it, and then it's commonly said that to have money means you're a bad person, or
that you're right. Like a lot of people have it. Like a lot of people have a stigma with salespeople, right? Oh, sales, that's bad.
Yeah.
I love sales. I've been in sales my whole life, and I love other professionals that are in sales, because you know why? I've identified that whatever you want in life, you got to sell yourself. And it's the people that complain about that are the ones that don't have what they want out of life, because they never learned how to communicate what they want. And if you don't communicate what you want and don't ask for what you want, nobody's going to give you what you want, right? And that goes back to money, right? So some people have this stigma with money that says, oh, well, if you got a lot of money, it's bad. Well, no, It's not bad. There are people that use money for bad things. And here's the reality. No matter if you have no money or you have a lot of money, who you are at the core is what's going to come out, whether you have money or not, right? And that's on the person, not the money. Money's not sin. Money is not sin. It's the greed of money which is sin, right? I think I'm blessed with the money I have because I'm able to help people. I give loans out to people all the time. I buy places for my family. I just bought my mom a new townhouse. I give money to the church. I give money to the schools. Like I'm very active in my community with the money that I have because why? I can. Yeah, does it benefit my kids that I donate money to the school? Of course it does. They win all the contests.
Yeah. That goes back to the trophy thing, though.
Yeah, I know. They were like, this year, we were talking about the 3 top prizes. They do a hustle run where they raise money for the PTA. And they were like, well, what should the prizes be this year? And they all started going around the room. They were like, well, I don't guess it matters. Zack's kids are going to win them anyways. I was like, well, then I don't really want to pick them then. I felt bad, right? Like, if I pick the prizes, I know we're going to win them.
Right.
But it was just funny how they were like, well, Zack's kid's going to win them anyways. Hey, man. Like the other day, I'm sitting at a meeting at the school, and this lady was talking about how expensive field trips were. And I asked her, I said, well, what makes it expensive? And she said, well, just one trip's like $150. And I said, and why is that expensive? She's like, well, because we don't have it. And I said, well, why do you not have it? She said, well, because we spend all of our money on our bills. And I said, well, what are you focused on to create more income? She goes, well, my husband might get a raise. I said, but what are you doing outside of the job to create more income? And she goes, well, what do you mean? You see my point? Like, I was digging in her to wake her up and say, you're relying on one income stream. Like, if you want a $150 field trip to not be an issue, then don't focus on one income stream. Build other income streams in your life. And I just think that a lot of people are just not in a place to accept the understanding of money. They're not in a place to understand that they can go make their own money, that they have to do something for someone else to make their own money when, and listen, I'm not saying that, working for someone else is bad. I mean, I think that everybody has a good starting ground if they're with the right company and they have a purpose what they're there for. But if you're not, if you're not helping people, I think that you lose your purpose of why you have a job. Then it just becomes, I clock in, I get paid. But when you actually understand, like, hey man, I'm working somewhere where we're helping people, that's a huge difference. It's night and day, right? It's night and day. Every day's a new journey. Who are we helping today? So
Toby says, Zack, I'm just not going to give up. Solid L, she says it's a mindset afraid to fail and even succeed.
Yeah.
Having financial freedom does give you the choice to give back, Solid L said. Pam, she says you can't help anyone without money.
That's true, Pam. That's so true. Welcome to the show today, Pam. Good to have you back.
Ariana is back today. She says hello.
Well, hey, Ariana. Good to see you back here, too. We missed you the first part of the show.
And Solid L says, we're so used to being conformed to just have a job and not go outside the box of your skill.
That's true. We are. And you know why? Because we've built in the fear. Oh, well, you might fail. You might fail. That's the fear that's established in us as children. Oh, don't go climb that tree. You might fall out of it. Oh, don't go across the street. You might get hit by a car. Do something comfortable. Be wise about your decisions, right? And then when it comes to, just go get a good job, take care of your family, just be safe in life. Safe never gets you anywhere, guys. Safe, you know what safe gets you? It gets you a career that you hope that you're going to keep forever, and then you get fired. That's what safe gets you.
Well, yes. Life changes, and the world has changed since my mother was a child and grew up and was taught that way. I mean, everything is different, and I can say from experience, like, my mother was definitely negative about people who had money. And so for us, it was, well, it doesn't matter if you have everything or if you have anything. You just give what you have, and you know what I mean?
Which is all true. Like, that's all true. It does, and I want to just touch on that because I teach that to my kids on a regular basis. Like, it doesn't matter how much we have. It doesn't matter how big our house is, right? None of that matters. What matters is do you love your neighbor, and are you going to be nice, and what do you have, and can you give? So your mother's right there.
But there's a fear of money because, like, our credit scores. our credit scores are big now, and there was no understanding of that back then in order to teach us. And there was a misconception of what money actually is.
Right.
And our parents were not fortunate enough to really truly understand money and its workings.
Right. No, that's true. Because I believe that most people that are raised where money is bad is because they didn't have it, and their parents, demonstrated a false idea of what that money is. Because here's why. There's this fear of letting someone else succeed around you because you lose them. That's the fear, right? Well, if I encourage you to go become the successful person, then you're just going to leave us here and you're going to forget about us, right? And that's a fear. It's a fear of loss. Fear, your loved one's fear of losing you. Your loved one's fear that you're going to become this, this high success and that you won't think about them anymore. The other side of it is it's the fear of failure. A lot of times parents don't want to see you hurt, or they don't want to see you lose, or they don't want to see you fail, right? So they instill in you that it's not going to work, and so that they don't have to confront that failure. And so, I just say, look, be against the grain. I mean, I'm a grain. How many of you watched my video about where I took you back to the little apartment that I lived in? If you've watched that, you'll understand what sacrifice is. I literally took everything I owned and put it in a parking space at a church parking lot and sold it all. I sold it all. I sold my socks. I sold my tables. I sold my furniture. I sold my dishes. I sold my cups, my Tupperware. I sold my sheets. I sold everything I had. I sold it all. Because why? Because obviously where I was at in my life was not going to get me to where I wanted to be. So what did all this stuff matter to me anyways? It was useless. I needed the money so that I could go invest in my life, in myself, to make a move. And that was what I did. You should watch that video, guys. You should watch it. That video is powerful. Powerful. So listen, if you're just joining me, we're about to jump off here in just a minute. This is Zack Childress, your real estate coach, and we've been talking about the 3 streams of income: earned, passive, and portfolio, and why so many people confuse portfolio and passive as retirement money, and it's not. If you haven't watched, you need to go back and watch this from the beginning. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah. You need to watch it from the beginning. So dig deep, Zack Attack. That's right, brother.
Angel, he says, I want a portfolio. Solidale says, okay, we can fail, but then learn and do it better.
Yeah.
Justin says, playing it safe equals going nowhere.
Stagnation. It's the worst thing in the world.
Kimberly says, thanks for teaching how to remove safe, replacing with systems to do greatness.
That's right, Kimberly. That's right.
You got Ian. Toby said, I tried to see my future in my storage. I couldn't reach it. It's in the back of the storage unit. Or the furniture. Sorry.
I tried to see my furniture in my storage. I couldn't reach it. It's in the back of the furniture. I tried to see or sell my furniture. Maybe that's what she means. All right, guys. Well, let's see here. Who's got the most comments today? Add them up, Jim. Add them up. Go through there and see. It's going to be between 2 or 3 of them, I believe. Toby's probably in the front runner. I would think. Let's see who's in there. So I got something special for you. I got something special for you guys today. I got something special. Hey, listen, guys, we do this show every Tuesday and every Wednesday. We do it at 1:30 Eastern Time Zone. We do Tuesday Real Estate Talk. We had a great show yesterday. I gave you one investing strategy that you could go and start doing with marketing to generate deals. And we do Wednesday Dig Deeper. This is a little bit different show than Tuesdays because Tuesdays is all about strategies and implementation. Wednesdays is just digging deeper, man. It's about really getting deep into what we're trying to do and the concept and understanding of where are we at and where are we trying to go. And that could be digging deeper into a real estate deal. That could be digging deeper into a book review. That could be digging deeper with an expert. Or that could just be me digging deeper into something you guys need more help with, like your money. like your money. I want to do another one next Wednesday on digging deeper into your money again, and it's about the 3 income streams that your money needs or your business needs. I think that would be another good one to kind of go off of this. But that's what these Wednesdays are all about, is to help you engage in the growth of your business. I hope you guys are enjoying these because I enjoy them. I enjoy helping. I enjoy teaching. But one of the biggest things you can do for me is, one, interact with me, engage with me, be part of what I do. I think that's huge. It gets me to know you. It gets me to see you. You become part of my fans. You become part of my life. And I want you to succeed. Like, I want you to grow. I want you to be the best investor you can be. And so when you're interacting with me and I get to know you by names and personal names and situations, I feel like you're right here in my office with me, and we're talking, we're engaging, we're growing, you know, and I think that's powerful. But that requires you guys to interact, right? If you don't interact, then you're just a shadow on the wall somewhere, and I don't know who you are. So you need to build up the courage or the energy to put something out there. Like, tell me what you need help with. Make it known. I'm here. I won't bite you. I promise. I'll help you. But one of the things that I ask from you, is that not only that you engage, but you share the message, because it's because of you guys that we're getting so much feed and we're getting so much vibration from our Facebook channel right now. It's because of you guys that are getting the message out there and sharing this and letting other people know, hey, look, if you're thinking about extra income, listen to this guy. Hey, if you're thinking about real estate, listen to this guy. It's in the message that creates the ripples, and that's how important this is for you. I really want you guys to engage with me on that. Like, share it, because there are somebody you know that needs this message. You know, there's somebody. I'd like to do a contest one day where we actually get people to share this and to see how many times they can get their people to share it. And then take a screenshot of your page where you've shared the message and how many shares you're getting, and to see how many shares is the overall share, right? I think that would be cool, right? Just to get the message out there. But that's what I'm about, guys. I'm about helping. I'm about you growing. I'm about you learning. I'm about giving you as much information as I can. I'm about being your coach on these 2 days, okay? Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we go live. So, hey, who do we got?
Toby,
the most comments. Everybody give Toby a round of applause. Toby, here's what I'm going to do for you. I know that you are coming to the event as a what?
She's coming as a regular attendee. As
a regular attendee, I want you to get a hold of Jill. I am going to upgrade you to this VIP Silver. Boom, Toby. Woo! There you go, my love. There you go. Thanks for being such a great fan, Toby. I'm putting you in the Silver VIP. You're going to sit up front with me. You're going to have all the good stuff. You're going to come to the networking party with me. Way to go, Toby. We love you, Toby. I'm glad you earned that, Toby. Good job. So just know, we're going to switch you out. We're going to move you into a Silver VIP, okay? What did she say?
She said, sheet up.
Hey, listen, I like rewarding those that act and participate, okay? So there you go, Toby. I said it in the beginning. Whoever had the most comments is going to get something special. I'm giving it to you, Toby. So here, let me do this. I'm going to pull this silver one out right here. So now we've only got one silver left. This one's yours. This one's yours, Toby. I'm putting it to the side for you, okay? So that's all yours, Toby. All right. Well, listen, guys, I've been with you for an hour today. I hope you've enjoyed today. I appreciate all your comments, all your excitement, all of you following me all day long today, or for the last hour. And I think it's great. I hope you guys keep participating. And Toby, you just won a Silver VIP for being so active. I reward those.
She said, oh my G.
All right, guys, this is Zack Childress, your real estate coach, and you guys have a blessed week. Get busy out there, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye now.